Welcome, Aries and Aries cross watchers. This is your love reading for this week. I just want to apologize. You may hear some kids in the background. It just is what it is. So um, I'm kind of getting the feeling here that there seems to be some distance between you and someone. And I feel like for a certain period of time, you may have wanted them to kind of turn around and like either give you closure or some sort of feedback, I want to say. But I feel like you're either completely done with this person or you're just about there. You know what I mean? It's almost like you may have given someone a chance here to clear the air about themselves or to it's like let's say for example you were giving them the benefit of the doubt and you were giving them time to kind of just I want to say like not give you excuses but kind of describe the situation a little bit more, but I feel like they're kind of ignoring you here. It's almost like this person, in not doing that, they're showing you, and this isn't, the cards telling you this. I feel like this is where you're at. It's like this person's showing you how important to them you are. Sorry, how important you are to them. And I feel there's this energy about you that, like, well, that's not going to work. You know what I mean? It's like if you're prioritizing someone and they're not prioritizing you, no, thank you. There does seem to be a little nagging something that you kind of want to know. That's I might call you out a little bit here. It's like if you were completely done with the situation, I feel like the reading wouldn't happen. And it's not to say that you're not done with this person. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. I feel like it's because there's something here that you still want to figure out about the situation for yourself. Doesn't necessarily feel like I'm going to be honest, it 100% doesn't feel like you have any interest in this person. It's almost like there's this energy of this person being so careless and flippant with the connection that you guys had. I feel like you're looking at them like, did it just mean absolutely nothing to you? You know what I mean? It just feels like this person, from your perspective, is being very callous. Can we get a card? What is this person? Well, so we have the Page of Cups. I feel like you see this person as being kind of like woefully unprepared or what's the word? Like incapable of giving you what you want, right? There's some people that like they can give you what you're looking for, but they're just wasting your time because they want to waste your time, right? And then there's other people that genuinely do not have the ability to give you what you need because they don't have what they need. Or they haven't gotten what they need or whatever, right? And I feel like it definitely feels like a lot of disappointment coming from you because this person has really, it's like the whole situation has let you down. I feel like you're disappointed. It's almost like somebody that they knew all of like the right words, the right cues to give off, to give the impression of somebody that like, let's say for example, has their everything together, but they really don't, right? It's like they may be saying words, but they don't understand the impact of them. They don't understand how to match those words with actions. And I feel like to a certain extent, it's almost like that may be what helps you not kind of hold this against them. And it's more about like, that seems to be what really helps you let go of this. Like that last little bit that you wanted to figure out about them. So we're going to pull another one for this person. What are they thinking, Aries? The Moon. Reversed, of course. They think you're hiding something from them. And they're holding back as almost like a tit for tat sort of deal. I feel like it's almost like this person's trying to play a child's game in a fully grown up relationship. They're trying to play games. They want to, it's almost like they're going to go and try to may not be the actual situation, but it feels like the type of energy where you kind of, I'm not trying to like pump your gas or anything like that. It's just is what it is. Okay. So it's like you may be wanting to come at this and talk to them and like, let's figure this out. And let's, regardless of how this situation turns out, let's at least talk to each other and deal with the situation. Whereas I feel like this person wants to do all of this like underhanded nonsense. You know what I mean? It's like if they're not getting the attention from you that they want, or you're not doing something that they want, they're going to go and give attention to other people. And it's like, and they know that you're watching them, and they'll go up to people that they know is really going to annoy you. It's almost like the people that they go up to, they're surprised that your person would even go up to them, because they know it's almost like it seems so disloyal. I feel like it's actually whatever, when this person does that, it feels like it's such a bold move that even someone that, if even like maybe you're not on good terms with them, or you're just maybe not close with this person, they're even looking at your person like, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? It's almost like this person maybe doesn't understand your person. Even the people that they're trying to, use to make you jealous are looking at your person thinking like, do you even understand what you're doing here? Do you know what I mean? It just feels like this person, again, I'm going to say the exact same thing. They're woefully unprepared for what's going on here. I feel like they may be somebody that has been able to like wiggle and squirm and kind of get out of sticky situations. And I feel like they're not really even going to know what to say if you came in and truly held them accountable. So, yep. And can we get one more on Aries persons? Okay, I guess two. So we have the Fool, then we have Justice reversed with the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So here's the thing. So Aries, any Aries that I have known, you guys usually are pretty good about confronting things head on. You know what I mean? Like you don't need to dance around the issue type deal. And it's almost like, and part of you may want to deal with this head on. And I feel like it's just the same message as before. It's like, you just kind of somehow let this person off the hook a little bit, in that you just kind of, it's almost like you're so disgusted with the whole situation. It's like the amount of disappointment that you feel in this person and this situation and how things have played out. It's like you're just kind of disgusted with the whole thing, and you just want nothing to do with it anymore. It's one of those things where it's like, you're not angry. You're just, it's like, with respect to this person, you're quiet, you're shut down. There's nothing left in you for this situation or this person. It's almost like if they came up and talked to you, they'd be asking all these questions, and it's like they'd come over all sly, trying to see if they were able to make you jealous. Sorry, I'm getting really, really snarky. And I feel like you wouldn't even want to look at them. And it's not a like vehement hatred. It's not a angry frustration. It's just a like, just go away. It's that type of a thing. Uh-oh. Like, I don't know if this person realizes what they've done. So what are they? Jesus. They don't think it's that bad. They think, I'm really starting to catch an attitude here, so I'm going to try not to get too, animated, we'll say. The Ten of Wands talks about things feeling like things are really hard. And it's almost like this person's over here looking at you like they think that what's going on isn't that hard. But I feel like they're not even making any effort to look at things from your perspective, or look at the situation as to what they're doing and how they're, purposely trying to make you jealous and all that crap with people that you know in front of you. It just feels like they think it's not that big of a deal. They think it's just going to be fine. They think it's going to be swept under the rug. It just feels like they're going to try to make it out like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, let's say after the fact, and they talk to people about it, they'll be like, oh my God, can you even believe Aries, da 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 da, was like, it was such a big deal for them that this even happened. Mer, mer, mer. And I feel like people would be looking at them like, what did you expect? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did you think would happen if you treated someone, I want to say like, especially Aries, this way? What did you think would happen? And I feel like that's just it. They didn't think. Okay, so we're going to get two more. What are they going to... They're not going to get it. I wish I could tell you something different. They're not going to get it. It does. So we have the Emperor here at the bottom of the deck and the Empress reversed here. Then we have Temperance and the Sun reversed. So I'm going to be honest. I feel like this person, number one, I don't feel like they're going to get it. I don't feel like this situation has changed them. I don't feel like it has helped them to see the light, so on and so forth. It doesn't feel like they're going to learn a lesson and treat the next person better. It just feels like they're going to kind of flit around like this. And it's almost like a fly that lands on people's food and you have to swat it away. That's kind of like where they're at right now. They're just happy being the fly. It's almost like this person doesn't want to like settle down or settle in or kind of like find a foundation, find a base. They just want to be able to go wherever they go, whenever they want to go there. But it's like they're living kind of in a dream world because they want to be able to do that, but they also want to be warmly welcomed when they go to those places. And that's not how it works, right? That's not how life works. So what did they actually want with you? I'm I really don't want to say this. I feel like they never had any intention of having anything real with you. And I am sorry if that's hard to hear, or I feel like for those of you that this reading has resonated, it's almost like maybe you knew that, like you could feel it, but the cards saying that just put words to what you were thinking and already feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just never really wanted what you wanted. But because, like the cards are saying earlier, they were able to talk the good game and they said all the right things, but nothing matched up. I feel like there's a message here that like they actually never, part of them wanted to give you what you wanted, but I feel like it was more, it wasn't about giving you something. It was about they want to give you what you want, so you'll give them what they want. Right? And of course, there's that reciprocal stuff in relationships and all that stuff, but it wasn't really ever about you. It was how can they do what they need to do to get what they need from you, rather than how can I love and support and help Aries grow, right? That's the type of difference there. So so we have, yeah, wow, Two of Cups and the Chariot. It feels like this person's just repeating a cycle over and over and over and over and over again. And it's almost like they're, hold on. It feels like they're holding out. It almost feels like this person is setting some sort of standard or requirement for a relationship that they know is impossible to reach, so that they can keep doing what they're doing, so that they can keep, it's like when they're in a relationship with someone, they're going to find something wrong with that person so that they have a reason to not care if it ends, to not, you know what I mean? It's that type of, it's almost like, it feels like it might be a little bit about abandonment issues. So, yeah. Okay, I think we'll get one more card just for what to expect or any other information. Did I pick up the deck upright? I did. So we got the Death card and the Hanged Man. Sorry, you can't see that very well. I mean, it's almost like this person could be watching you walk away, and I feel like it's almost like they're going to put a check mark in the box that like, yep, I knew that would happen. You know what I mean? It's almost like they're trying to make maybe not themselves the victim, but they're trying to, okay, let me explain it like this. And we all do this, okay, but for sure me included, when we have a certain belief about the world, when we pay more attention to the situations that fit with that narrative that we want to tell, right? So it's like if they want to tell a narrative that people leave and they shouldn't get too attached, then when people do leave, they put a check mark in that box that like, yep, I was right, people leave. So I feel like that's what's happening here. But this person, because they're so wrapped up in, yep, people leave, they're not, it's like they're not capable of seeing what they've done to you because they're too focused on themselves. So not that you need validation from this person or anything like that. It just looks like this is going to, however this situation moves forward, whether you guys part completely or whatever you choose to do in this situation, it kind of feels like it ends as disappointingly as this whole thing is going on. Right? It just feels like the whole interaction ends up being one giant ball of disappointment. And it's not like a stinking putrid ball of like, oh, this is too. It just feels like it's almost like if this person was a castle or a statue that was absolutely gorgeous. But over time, parts of the statue just start crumbling and falling off because it wasn't made well. There's something like, let's say, for example, the cement wasn't mixed properly, right? And it's like, and it just starts crumbling. And when there's moisture and stuff it just starts falling apart. And by the end of it, there's just kind of nothing left. So I do feel like this person, their careless attitude and thoughtless and kind of like not, excuse me, not caring what they've done here, I feel like that will be kind of a shank and a twist a little bit. And I feel like that's because you're kind of in touch with where you're at and what you're going through in life right now, rather than, just wanting the world to fit into how you see it. So it definitely feels like you're accepting something about this person that I feel like you how do I say this? I'm kind of reminded of that Game of Thrones episode where it's Battle of the Bastards and Jon Snow kind of goes running into the middle of the battlefield, and then his horse goes down and he's just standing there on his own, and they all start running towards him, the Ramsays, and he just kind of nods. You know what I mean? It's that moment where he's like, yeah, that sounds about right. You know what I mean? It's that type of an energy when it comes to this person. It's just kind of like, yep, sounds about right. So, I kind of don't want to leave it on that note, but I feel like we're just keep kind of going in circles. So I will leave it there. I hope that if this reading resonated, it was helpful. And brought you enough clarity to, I don't know, to help. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm rambling now. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. For those of you that made it to the end of the reading, thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. And I also appreciate your patience with me not being able to upload every week for right now. So much love. Bye.